What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. So, I've got an explosive update on Koryn Gains. At least it's explosive to me. I don't know how many of us know about this. One of the troops, Daniel Brunson, is the one that made me aware of this. Shout out to you, Daniel. Hold it down and be more. Um, so, I think I want to first get into this, and then I have some statements I want to make about this Department of Justice report that came out. I will tell you that with regard to the Department of Justice report, I did a video on that just turned out to be so much screaming and yelling because I had so much anger on me that I just decided to just leave it alone. I was over it. I couldn't get through the article. I couldn't do anything. I was just over it. And so I will have my a few thoughts about that. But I'm eager to find out what this is about because I've not read anything. I just know that it says that the neighbors. Actually, it was from this post that Daniel sent me. Koryn Gaines' neighbor recalls deadly standoff. So as soon as I saw that, um, I thought, well, okay. So you click on it, it brings you to this. So I'm eager to find out. So I just went ahead and just um, hit my record, and we're going to find this out together as we go along. All right. So the neighbors recalling the deadly standoff with police. At around 8:30 a.m. in the unit block of Sulky Court in the Carriage Hill Apartments in the city of Randallstown, Maryland, Ramone Coleman heard people shouting outside his front door. Thinking nothing of it at first, Ramone continued to watch TV. But as the yelling escalated, Ramone walked to his front door and looked through his peephole and saw several devils, all right? Satanic devils. At about 9 a.m., the police took over Ramone's apartment to set up surveillance. Well, how did they do that? You can't just take me that. Oh, they took over his apartment. You got to tell me how they knocked when you answered it. And come on, man. All right, maybe they'll get into it. All right. Shut up, Jedi. At about 9 a.m., the Satanic Devils took over Ramone's apartment to set up surveillance. The special forces from the tactical unit drilled holes in his living room, bedroom, and bathroom to monitor the movement of his next door neighbor. Are we hearing this? Remember, everybody. Oh my God, y'all, please don't. I can't. Remember, everybody, this was a traffic ticket, a failure to appear, not a murder conviction. Come on. Before I read anything else, this is what I want to say, everybody. This is one of the reasons why I don't like doing these stories. You understand? Because this is counter to my character. You know what I mean? My profanity, my yelling and screaming, all that stuff. I'm not given to that on a regular basis. You understand? I'm a Muslim. I'm someone of high moral character and all those things. I am the nicest human being that I know. But injustice and unfairness is my kryptonite. Do you understand? There's no better metaphor to use. It is kryptonite for me. Injustice and unfairness disarms me of all of my my couth and my just ability to be diplomatic and choose the right words and all those things. I go from zero to kill. I don't care what it is. I've always been that way my entire life, and I don't need to change. I don't need to. I'm over it. So they're drilling holes in the damn walls. This is not KGB. This is not somebody that... Where's the holes in Hillary's walls, everybody, huh? Where's the holes in Hillary's walls for, putting sensitive information on her server at home? I'd like to see those holes. I'd like to see that. So I'm saying international espionage, shit that can get the entire country killed, no problem. But a traffic ticket, quick, set up surveillance and bring in the special forces and all of it. Oh my God. To monitor movement of his next door neighbor, Koryn Gains, after she barricaded herself inside her apartment with a gun. No. Strike that. There's a period there. So it's a new thought. It's not part of the previous, it's not co-signing the previous sentence. They're separate statements. Let's read it again. 9 o'clock, the satanic devils come into his apartment to set up surveillance. Period. The special forces from the tactical unit drilled holes in his living room, bedroom, and bathroom to monitor the movement of his next door neighbor. Oh, that is a comma. All right, just a second. So we're to believe that she didn't hear any drilling? Excuse me. She didn't hear any drilling? Little Cody didn't hear any drilling? Kareem, the boyfriend, didn't hear any drilling? The little baby wasn't disturbed by drilling? I'm affirming right now that the sister was not at home when they were drilling holes. Or maybe that, or let's allow that maybe she heard it, and maybe that's what she was going to be, sending out on Facebook before they shut down her social media. Maybe she was saying they drilling holes in my damn wall. You see what I'm saying, or something like that. They're going to have to reconcile that for me. I need to understand that. When and where, when did, let's go on, damn it. To monitor the movement of his next door neighbor, Koryn Gains, after she barricaded herself in the apartment with a gun. After several hours of negotiations, Koryn told the satanic devils if they put their guns down and back off, she would come out. Not, I'm gonna kill you. See? But the satanic devils did not back off. See? Not interested in justice. So stop dealing with these people in a civil way. Stop it. Ask yourself, you got somebody that's not one of these satanic devils that's drilling holes in your wall and holding guns on you. How you going to react? Huh? That's what you need to start doing, because that's what you're dealing with. That uniform is just an excuse. You understand? Write the word excuse. Scratch that out. Write facade. Fakery. Irritated, our sister yells at these satanic devils to leave her house or she will shoot. See? Now she's saying it. The satanic devils panicked and pulled the trigger. Gaines fires back 2 rounds. Meanwhile, Ramone hits the deck as a gun battle breaks out between the Satanic Devils and Koryn. Koryn is killed. Her young boy Cody is caught in the crossfire and catches a bullet in the elbow. Koryn lived on her own terms and died on her own terms. I have a lot of respect for her because she talked the talk and walked the walk. I reached out to Koryn neighbor Ramone Coleman. I reached out to Koryn Gains' neighbor Ramone Coleman when I discovered the devils set up surveillance in his apartment. Okay, so this is not him speaking yet. This is whoever wrote the damn article. Alright. Now they're saying, I reached out to Koryn's neighbor Ramone when I discovered the devils had set up surveillance in his apartment to monitor Koryn's movements on that tragic day on August 1. Ramone Coleman agreed to give Nuala this exclusive interview to share his version of events. Okay, so now we'll hear from him. Alright. Not sure if you wanted to have a picture, brother. And if so, not sure you want to be throwing up any type of sign. You see what I'm saying? This is just, stop posing for pictures like this, black people. Stop it. If you can just stand there and smile and look like a fucking civilized person, you don't need to be photographed. You don't. Alright, question. First, I would like to start by thanking you for doing this interview. Please share with us your place of residence. Okay, fine. He tells it. Alright, whatever. Alright. What apartment did Koryn live in? Okay, but we're over it. Alright. I want to get a better understanding of your viewpoint and give our readers a clear picture. When you open your apartment door, can you see Koryn's front door in front of you, or were your apartments side by side? Side by side, he says. Alright. Damn it, this headset. Alright. So you lived right next door to her. Were you friends? Just neighbors. Koryn was cool. She helped my wife out when she broke her ankle at the beginning of the year. And Koryn helped me and my neighbor dig our cars out during the snowstorm of 2016. Koryn was a nice person, always nice to me and my wife. See what I'm saying? I'm not surprised by that. You could just tell she was a down-ass sister. You feel me? Just about it. You know? Just about it. Precise. You know what I'm saying? Meticulous. Her appearance says a lot about her. You know? She kept herself, you know? What was your relationship like with her boyfriend Kareem? It was high and by type relationship. He was cool from what I saw. Were the devils called to the apartment often for domestic violence disputes? I heard them, Koryn and Kareem, beef more than 3 or 4 times. I don't open my door to see all that. When you hear people beef, you pay it no mind because everything always goes soft afterwards and they're good again. She once put his clothes on the front door one time. That was funny. Well, not really, but you see and get what I mean. Yeah, come on, y'all know. You disrespect the sister, your shit's gonna be outdoors, period. You see what I'm saying? If she's a strong woman. You understand what I'm saying? Put your ass out. Out. Did Koryn and Kareem get a lot of visitors? For example, relatives and friends that visited regularly? Are strange people coming in and out of the apartment? I saw people I think that was related to her, or they could have been really good friends. I'm a barber. I work 12 to 14 hours a day. I'm free on Sundays and Mondays. That's when I see family and friends. Let's talk about the day of Koryn's death. Last Monday. What time did you first notice there was a problem in the building? around 8:20 a.m. Tell us what you heard. I thought people were fighting, so I opened my door, and the satanic devils were outside. The white satanic pablum puking devils were outside. There was a lot of yelling. Is this before they kicked the door open or after? Way before. Way before. The door got kicked in around the same time she lost her life. Brother. No. Yeah. The door got kicked in. Oh, this is a dude speaking to him. Why did I think it was a female? Did y'all think that? All right. The door got kicked in at the time she lost her life, brother. The cops tried for hours to get her out of the apartment. The report we hear on the news is that the devils who came to serve the warrant initially admitted to kicking open the front door because they could only partially open it with the key due to another lock applied to the door. Once inside, the devils saw Koryn on the floor of the living room pointing a shotgun at them. Tell us what really happened from the time these assholes knocked on the door. Yes, they came inside. I don't think they are allowed in your house for misdemeanor warrants. That becomes trespassing. So after the assholes were inside and saw she had a gun, they called in for backup? Yes. Which was the tactical team that arrived at your apartment to set up surveillance? Yes. All right. Did the assholes have cameras mounted on their helmets? His answer: the ones at my house, yes. It was like special forces. They were not regular police. The devils at my house are the ones that come and kill. They didn't have regular Baltimore County police uniforms on. Their uniforms were dark green. They carried assault rifles with the 9mm around the kneecap. Were you home alone? Answer: no. Who was here with you? My 1-year-old daughter. The assholes took over my apartment, put holes in my walls so they could see what was going on. I sent you pictures of the holes. All right, these are the pictures, everybody. See what I'm saying? How did the assholes that took over your apartment treat you? Were they respectful? Very. I think only because my baby was here. Why didn't the assholes just let you and your daughter leave the apartment? They told me to wait till the fire department came so I can leave out the back. We're on one floor, but there are 2 sides to the building. The fire department never came, so I just waited. I didn't know there would be gunfire. I have a 1-year-old. I wasn't going to jump or throw my 1-year-old to the cops. The assholes surrounded my whole building. How did Koryn's boyfriend Koryn get out of the apartment? I want to hear this answer. From what I heard through the bedroom walls, he wasn't trying to stay around because there were over 30 or something assholes in our neighborhood. Keep in mind, the police station is across the street from our development. He got the youngest kid and got out. So they're right across the street? Damn. Did Koryn go out a window or did he walk out the front door? He walked out the patio door, if I'm not mistaken. So he went out the back then. There's no back. The patio is next to the front door. She was on the first floor. So as the assholes are trying to get Koryn and Kareem to open the door, Kareem slipped out the patio door with his child. In between, yes. You mentioned earlier that the police had surrounded the building. So that means Kareem couldn't have made it very far. Was he apprehended inside or outside of the building? Ramone laughs. There was nowhere for him to run. As soon as he walked out the apartment, the assholes were right there. Everywhere he couldn't run if he wanted to. There is only two way out, the patio and the front door. And I know he didn't go out the window because there was a cop at every single window. What are your thoughts on Kareem leaving Koryn and her child behind to fend for themselves? My thoughts are that Kareem should have stayed to talk to Koryn and make sure the 5-year-old was safe. I agree with him. That's going to be one of the big mysteries of this, everybody. Like, why would he? There must be, I'm not even willing to speculate, really, in a way, until I speak to the brother or hear something from him. That just, I don't get that. Was that the last you saw of Kareem that day? I mean, was he part of the negotiation process at all? I'm not sure. Baltimore County is different. I saw family members come up from my window, but they got turned away. How did Koryn Gains and the assholes communicate during the negotiation process? Through her front door, with the door closed. Were the assholes negotiating with the door closed the entire time? Answer, yes. How did they know she had a gun? Ramone, Koryn said, "I'll shoot you. Leave me alone." She said to leave her alone and don't come into her house. She said that over and over again and kept repeating it for several hours. What else did they say during the standoff? She also said, quote, "If you put your guns down and back up from my apartment, I will come out." They never did that. What? You heard Koryn tell the assholes to put their guns down and to back up and she would walk out and they didn't do it? Answer, no they didn't. No they did not. She said, put your guns down back away from my door and I'll come out. And when they didn't, she said, leave me alone and get the hell away from my house. Wow. What kind of negotiator is that? Answer, I was, I guess, what you call a negotiator, but I don't think, no, it was, I guess, what you call a negotiator, but I don't think he was a real one. I think he was just like the head of a department on his team. I kept hearing the cops talking about another negotiator coming in. Did you see Koryn's gun? Answer, yes, I did see her gun. I saw her son too. Cool kid. It looked like he got shot in the elbow. I saw a bone sticking out, plus blood. Wow. Why did the asshole shoot Koryn's boy, Cody? Ramone, I don't know. I got low when the bullets started flying. I know Koryn's boy got hit on his arm. I went and looked as they took him out. I think that's where the blood on the front of Koryn's apartment door came from. His bone was sticking out after he got shot, but I don't think the cops shot Koryn's boy on purpose. I just can't see that. See, just shut your ass up on that. You see what I'm saying? Weak ass nigga. You don't ever give this damn. He doesn't know his enemy, everybody. He doesn't know his enemy. Listen, look at that statement. I just can't see that. I don't think they shot him on purpose. I just can't see that. You can't see that? We're reading on. I'm getting pissed. But Koryn said that the cop shot him. His aunt got him speaking about the shooting on video from his hospital bed. In your personal opinion, did the assholes need to shoot Koryn? Answer, they should have waited before Koryn had to be going through something. They should have waited because Koryn had to be going through something for her to respond to them like that. The police said that they were not leaving till Koryn came out. The assholes got frustrated because she would not drop the gun and come out of the apartment. So they went in. You don't kill a young lady for a traffic warrant. You wait till she comes out. That's all. Both of them were wrong. The way they handled the situation. Nobody should die like that. And no mother should jeopardize her children. What was the last thing you heard before the gun battle? Before I read on, I want to say this, everybody, because I keep hearing that shit from these fucking white devils, which their opinion means nothing. You understand? Absolutely nothing. They are nothingness. You understand? But I want to say this again. You don't understand revolution and liberation, but most importantly, you don't understand revolution. You don't understand revolution. You don't. You don't understand it. Drastic times require drastic measures. You either got one or two choices. And you got to search your soul to figure out which human being you are. Either you're going to stand your ground no matter what. Your life, your children's life, your family life, doesn't matter. You got to decide, what is your dignity worth to you? What is your humanity worth to you? You understand? That's the question here. This is a sister whose humanity meant more to her than any damn thing. We're not talking about somebody who just took a stand and in like a moment of rage or something like that. We're talking about somebody who understands that this has been building for 400 plus years. When do you stand? When do you stand? And revolution is not convenient. No, I could stand right now, but it's just not a good time because the kids are here. Or I've got stuff I got to do. No. You understand? It's like death. Death has no warning. And death is irrespective of everything that's going on. You're about to watch your favorite movie, or you're about to eat your favorite meal, you're about to go to your favorite place, or something special is about to happen, and oh my God, you croak and die. That's how you got to understand it. Death is not convenient. How many times somebody dies, say they had so many plans, and just next week they were going to be going to so-and-so, or whatever, you know. Death is not convenient. And you need to understand that either is revolution. It's not convenient. And it must be attained by any means necessary. You need to understand that. Let us go on now. Damn it. What was the last thing you heard before the gun battle? The last thing I heard before the guns were fired were, put the gun down, gun down. No, put the goddamn gun down. I'm sick of this. Then shots were fired. That I'm sick of this stands out. I've never heard that. That sounds like you fired out of frustration and not necessity. I'm sick of this. You're holding up my day. I'm sick of this. Put the goddamn gun down. I'm sick of this. Those 4 words are very telling. Then the shots were fired. Who spoke those last words? the White Devils. How many rounds did Koryn fire? I don't know. It was 2 big shots that sounded the same. Then I heard 3 more. It sounded like it came from a different gun. It was different sounds and guns. Okay, but just a second, everybody. So here's her front door. Where's the gunshot? They said she had a 12-gauge shotgun. Huh? Where's that at? So you want me to believe somebody would take a picture of the flowers laying at the door and the blood stain, but not any fucking gun holes that would have been in the wall? Am I to believe that? No, forget those gunshot, those 12-gauge shotgun holes. We want to get the flowers laying at the door. Let's do that. It doesn't make sense. Did you hear Koryn scream during the shootout with the police? He says, my wife asked me that today. No, I did not. Did Koryn Gains go out in a blaze of glory? Yes, it was a gunfight. I felt it was. Are you an agent or a crisis actor? No, you did not just go there. Oh my God, everybody. Oh my God, I can't. Could y'all believe that he just asked him that? I love it. Are you an agent or a crisis actor? And was this entire event that happened on Monday staged or a false flag? The answer, you're funny, but no. I am who I told you I was and am. No money is involved. I wish, but no, I am me, Ramone. I gave you my personal number to use. Don't give it out to no one. Then the interviewer laughs. I had to ask to get all the conspiracy theories to pipe down. And don't worry about your phone number. I'm locking it in on my phone. Thank you for sharing your story with the NULA community. What will you take out of this experience, if anything? Excuse me. I'm not fond of police. Never have been. I lost a good friend to police. I avoid them at all fucking cost. Around 8:30 a.m. to 8:45 Monday, August 1, I heard yelling outside my door. I go and open the door with my 1-year-old daughter. I didn't know what was going on at first, so I sat on my couch to watch TV. I walked back to the door, looked through the peephole, and saw a lot of fucking white satanic devils outside my door. After that, for hours, they asked her to come out, but at the same time, police were inside my apartment putting holes through my walls so they could see her. At one point, she was about to come out, but the police didn't back up. After that, she said, leave me alone. She said, leave me alone, leave my house. After 7 hours of the standoff, gunshots were exchanged. Ramone Coleman. I would like to thank Ramone Coleman once again for taking the time to give NULA this exclusive interview. I will close this interview with the immortal words of Malcolm X. Oh my God, listen everybody. The video that I told you guys I did about the damn Department of Justice, at the end of my rant, I said, we are nonviolent with those that are nonviolent with us, but we are not nonviolent with those that are not nonviolent to us. This is the Jedi. I said that. Wow. I tell you, listen, I tell you all the time, I know that these ancestors speak through me, everybody. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. I swear by Allah. That's, in fact, damn it. I'm going to play you the clip. Just so you know that I am who the fuck I say I am. But the quote says, "We are not nonviolent with people who are not nonviolent with us." Malcolm X. Alright, let me try and cue up my clip so y'all can hear it. Give me a second. Let's see what I need to do. I need to go here. And yeah, let me stop because otherwise the file is gonna get, like, just give me a second. Damn it, come on. Alright, I believe this is the one. Let's open this with media player. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me make this smaller so the file won't be so big. What's up, everybody? Give me a second. Let me pause it. Damn it, pause. Damn it! So now wipe. Wait, y'all. Let me pause, y'all. Okay. Let me let y'all hear this now. So you know if the Jedi is a man of his damn word. Wait now. Let's play this. Drink through peace and shit, fuck that. America's in every fucking nation right now dealing with people that haven't even fucked with them at all. You don't let a savage tell you to be peaceful. Fuck that. Like Malcolm said, we are non-violent with those that are non-violent with us. But we are not non-violent with those that are not fucking non-violent with us. I'm over it. This is the Jedi. See? I don't got the lie, Craig. I don't got the lie. You see what I'm saying? Wow. And to have them, and then this is the first thing that I even have looked at today. Since that was like in the wee hours of the morning. And it's almost 7 o'clock in the evening now. I'm just reading that article and I see that at the end of the article. Wow. I tell you all the time, I've known for many years I am possessed by the ancestors because too many times in my lifetime that has exactly been my narrative of my life. You understand? Things that I say, passions that I have, all of it. And then I will see something or read something or hear something and I go, wait a minute, I say that. Are they talking about me? And then I find out it's one of the ancestors. You see what I'm saying? I know who I am. I know who I am. I've shared with you that I know what the energy was on the earth when I was born. I am possessed. You understand? That's why I call myself the Jedi, because that represents the last great voice, the last great hope. You know, it's a metaphor because that's what it was for the Star Wars character Luke Skywalker. The Jedi had all been killed off, you know, over, you know, trying to beat the Empire, you know, and help the Alliance and so forth. And so Luke was the last of the Jedi. He was the last hope for the Alliance, the one endowed with the courage and the fearlessness, but the powers to do and to confront the Empire and all of that, you know, to liberate the Empire or to liberate the Alliance. And that's why I took on the name the Jedi as my name. It's a metaphor for who I am. I am the last great voice because when I listen and look around the earth and look at my people in this nation particularly, I don't hear my voice. I don't see my passion. I don't see my determination. I hear talk, 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 fucking talk. I'm a man of action. I'm ready to do. Do you understand me? Everything else be damned. I am ready to do at every level. You understand? To build, to organize, to fight back. You see what I'm saying? All these things and everything in between. I am the Jedi. Do you understand me? I am. But I just thought it was just so wow that jumped out at me. Why would they put that quote right now? Why? 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 It was so random. Wow. Anyways, obviously I'm not going to play that rant. I am going to have a few words to say about this Department of Justice bullshit. All right, let me get over. Let me pull up that article and get over there. Give me a second. Okay, let me just briefly say about this, everybody, because this pisses me off and I don't want to get into it. All right. First thing, this is some bullshit. End of video. This is the Jedi. No. I really could end it there. You know, it really is just that's all that really needs to be said about this. Do you understand me? I don't need to even do some long, streaking, profound, high arcing, ironic, I don't need to do that. This is some bullshit. First of all, we already know what's going on in Baltimore and any other more around this damn country. We know it. They didn't need a year to do this damn report. They could have gone into the hood and talked to the families for like 3 or 4 hours. It's just an attempt to try to delay the inevitable of us setting it off, because we have a moral right on our side to do whatever is in our wildest imaginations to take down this damn society and its evil towards us. Every right. You've got fat ass standing here with the beet red face trying to look all concerned. You see what I'm saying? Then you have Gisela. She's from the government. Okay, fine. We ain't really going to get on her. Then you got fake me out Michelle Obama over here. She's trying to look all as though and, all as though. Nah. We know this already. But they come in and, listen, hear this now. Hear this. Hear this. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the land. We agree on this, right? And they can overrule and have overruled any court in the land below it. And by contrast, if you can't get something from a lower court, then what do they say? They appealed it all the way to the Supreme Court. They always use those words, all the way. You always do those 3 words, all the way to the Supreme Court. Now, the Justice Department is the highest law enforcement agency in the land. And you telling me that they come in with their investigations and reports, but you don't have the power to just come in and start telling, look, you're out. Your career is over. You're out. And tell police departments what to do. They make recommendations. Really? Never heard the Supreme Court make a recommendation. They make final rulings. They're the equalizer between everything. The final decision. Why is the Justice Department not like that? So they hadn't done anything. And their report said that in all their investigating and all of it, well, they didn't deal with the Freddie Gray case. Really? You didn't see people rioting out in the street and burning shit? You didn't see that? So there's no need to look into the Freddie Gray case? These are murderers and savages, everybody, masquerading in a Halloween costume that you are supposed to fear. Put down your fear and recognize this enemy for exactly what he is and deal with him as such. But also recognize your power. Your power. Your real power. Because they've said in this now, where was it at? 44%. Gisela said it when she was speaking. All right. 44% of the stops occurred in two small, predominantly African neighborhoods that contain only 11% of the city's population. You're paying for their vacations. You're paying for their pensions and their retirement and everything else in between. That's why I say we have to take control of our shit. We also got to take control of us. You know if you've got a thug in your damn house right now. You know it. You need to kick their ass. And you need to put the fear of God in them from you. Got to stop having babies out of wedlock. We no longer celebrate anybody coming up pregnant and they don't have a ring and a bank account and a man and a car and a career. You just start kicking their ass out your damn neighborhood completely. Treat them like a pariah, a disease, a thing, and it. These things all serve a pathology that makes you vulnerable to have 44% of the stops going on in just one little area. Go to Michigan. I told you, the highest concentration of Muslims in the United States of this bitch are in Dearborn, Michigan, and its surrounding area. You don't have to go there. Just go Google it. Find out what the crime rate is there. Go do that. See? Because Muslims are not raising savages. We won't do that. We don't have premarital sex. We don't have babies out of wedlock. We won't do any of that. You're giving them reason. I saw something on Facebook the other day where they just ran up in somebody's house because they said they smelled weed. No warrant, no anything. Just random. Oh, we thought we smelled weed. And they came in there, they beat people, they tased them, they did it all. And our people are standing back filming. Anybody, including a fucking police officer, that enters your house without a fucking warrant, you have every right to blow them into fucking infinity. You saw this white devil in North Carolina that just killed the brother there. He's standing in his damn garage. The brother's out on the street and he kills him dead. And you gonna let some white devil come up in your house without a warrant and live? Nah. You try going up into that same white devil's house without a warrant or unannounced. See if you get out alive. What's good for the goose? You could put them out of business. Then they got to lay off people because they can't justify their budget. And you got to set these damn church types down and tie their ass to a rail if you have to. Especially these church mother types. We don't call the police. As Africans in this nation, we are anti-fucking police. Yes, we are. Yes. We don't want shit to do with them. At all. Not a damn thing. We don't want anything to do with them. And again, as Malcolm said, we are non-violent with those who are non-violent with us. But we are not non-violent with those who are not non-violent with us. What's good for the goose? This is what I'm talking about when I talk about the proper organization So when they say this 44% of stops came from two small predominantly areas right there, we go into those two small areas. You understand? And we flip that bitch over. We identify every church that's in that bitch. And we go and we hem up the minister and say, this is what you gonna preach. This is what you gonna preach. You ain't preaching out of that vomit ass, bullshit ass Bible. You're not doing that. This is what your sermon's gonna be on Sunday. From here on out until we tell you differently. This is what you're gonna teach. You understand? And we go door to door. And we identify the hardest motherfuckers in the damn neighborhood. And we sit their ass down and say, this is what you gonna do. See what I'm saying? Because you're causing and giving reason for these devils to be in this neighborhood. And we can't have that. And we need to clean you up and your crew. And we need to empower you to be armed to stand watch in your damn neighborhood and not to be preying on it. You're keeping things in check. But you also are, when this white devil comes rolling up in your neighborhood, you flagging him the fuck on like, nah, we don't need your services here. Keep going. Keep rolling. Take your shit. Shut them down. You understand? You're giving them work to do. And then you need to be watching out for these vigilante ass ones that come after hours in plain clothes doing drive-bys and trying to provoke violence and make it seem like the neighborhood is violent. We need to promote togetherness in our communities so that everybody speaks to each other and everybody knows each other. And as soon as you see some motherfucker that does not belong to the village, goddammit, we all pounce. We all pounce. Or as they used to say in the prison I used to work in, strange weed walking. Strange weed walking. Turn off the fucking rap music. There'll be no marijuana. There won't. Because the shit is not odorless. And that, again, you have got to get rid of everything that gives this white devil any fucking reason. It's like putting a boat in water. You got to make sure it's airtight. You got to make sure. Don't matter what. It don't matter what. Put me on the ocean. Fine. Put me in a kiddie pool. Put me in. Doesn't matter. Put me next to the Titanic. It don't matter. The hole on my boat is water fucking tight. Bring it. And that's what we got to do. We got to make our damn neighborhoods white devil tight. And we've got to shut down these peace talkers. They're no longer the community leaders. We need kings, intimidating looking kings that step to the mic and speak with defiance. Not let that wait and see shit. We can do these things on our own, everybody. Because that's where all their revenue was coming from. Just like we saw in Ferguson. They're just criminalizing every fucking body. You see what I'm saying? Criminalizing everybody. To make money. They claim they've got a hard job. They claim they're so courageous and they're giving up their time to leave their families and to come and do this hard work. Well, we just gonna give your ass a permanent vacation. Stay your fat ass at home with your ugly bitch ass wife. Huh? Because we want to help. You see, we want to help everybody. We want to help. You see, we're here to help. You understand? You must claim your power. You must claim your power. You see? Then it's easier to identify the bullshit. Because I tell you, if they want to represent the law, fine. That's no problem. That's not a problem. It's not a problem. We're not a lawless people. But the moment they go into that lane of illegality, we're ready to fucking meet them. An eye for a fucking eye. You see? Because they also talked about retaliation. Retaliation for activities protected by First Amendment. You see what I'm saying? We know that they do that. We've seen endless stories over the years of retaliation. See? We saw stories of how they would go into people's house and take a dump in their house. And we saw pictures. I brought you something last year where they're posing pictures with people in their house where they, doing all kinds of satanic shit to them. You got to be ready to deal with them. They're no longer dealing lawfully. They're no longer an officer of the law. They're the common thug. And you have every right to take their fucking head off. Every right. Don't start none, won't be none. They cited people that were pulled over 30 times. I promise you, you're not pulling the Jedi over 30 times. You might get to 3. After that, I'm either going in a body bag or, motherfucker, I'm going to jail. Period. But 30 times pulling the Jedi over. That shit won't happen. That won't happen. And know this, while it's on my mind. If anything ever happens to me, don't you punch anybody in the face that says the Jedi wouldn't want us to be, he wouldn't know. I tell you, if something happens to me, goddammit, you burn this entire bitch down. You don't stop. You don't stop. No, I will not want peace. I'm telling you that right now while I'm of sound mind and body. There'll be nobody stepping to Mike saying, the Jedi wouldn't have wanted violence. Yes, he would have. In fact, that's the only thing he wants. I'm sure a lot of our brothers and sisters that have lost their lives to these animals and have had, then you got these, even Walter Scott's mama with her damn love and forgiveness. I always tell you, everybody, you got to control the shit that you can control. You see? Doesn't matter what they do. I always tell you, you could lay landmines outside of my house. Lay all you want. Fine, lay all the landmines you want. Lay them. Lay them. Lay bear traps and all of it. To put it all out there. Do it all. It means nothing if I don't step out that bitch. I'm going through the roof. I'll be airlifted out. Thank you. You know this white devil is plotting 24 hours a damn day against your ass. So you need to be plotting on his ass 24 hours a day. You see what I'm saying? You don't need to step into the traps that they set for you. And we know even that ain't really going to save you. Because even in the case of Philando Castile, we see that he did everything right. And that asshole still murdered him. But where was our countermeasure? Huh? Where's that at? So some of the shit we're not going to be able to prevent. But that's the way it goes in battle. You won't always win every battle. But we're losing far more battles than we need to be losing. And we can put a stop to that. So this report says everything that we already know. You know, 82% of their bullshit ass stops were us. Though they make up 60% of the driving age population in the city, and 27% of the driving age population in the greater metropolitan area. But yet we're 82% of all the bullshit ass stops. You see? That can even be stopped. If you're down at every fucking city council meeting, you understand? You need to identify who your city manager is, because they have power. You control the city manager, you're going to control your damn police. There's so many things we can do right now. And I'm not talking about fiction and things that could possibly happen. I'm giving you guarantees, my people. Guarantees. But you've got to believe it. You got to believe it enough to actually do it. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. You won't take action. Just that neighborhood alone that they're citing, because they're talking about all of greater Baltimore, but I'm saying, but just this particular area they're talking about where they say most of this, the shit came from, we could put those assholes out of business. They would have no work to do in that fucking neighborhood. It would be known. There'll be no hanging out after dark. We will institute our own fucking curfew. You won't be out. You don't need shit from the store. You don't. You understand? If you're not going to some late night job or something like that, stay your ass in the house until we've reached our objective. And this model needs to go on across this nation in our neighborhoods. We need to have an operation to put police out of fucking business. That's simple. That's what we need to do. I could go on, but I'm not. I leave it here. I am the Jedi.